make any difference to you, your build-up? Do the players feel any different when they know you're playing Liverpool with your history?
No, not at all. No, it doesn't mean anything for the players. Liverpool's an incredible club. Last couple of seasons in particular being, like you say, world champions, Premier League champions, European champions. So remarkable consistencies, and as I said, a top level team with a great manager. So no, it's just another, really tough opponent in the Premier League. The current champions, and we know we have to be at the top of our game to get a result.
And a possible milestone for Liverpool on Sunday, Brendan, if they were to win, then they would equal a record that goes back to 1981 for, I think, 63 wins. The team that beat them, incidentally, in 1981 to win that was Leicester City. It's a huge unbeaten run. It in fact goes back to the same week as Leicester City played Atletico Madrid in the Champions League in 2017. It's that long ago. What have you seen in being, on aggregate, 13-3 away from home this season? You've been really strong away from home. What have you learned in those games to take you to Anfield and believe you can win?
Well, I think in any game, and especially away from home, first of all, you've got to defend well. You've got to be strong, you've got to be organised, you've got to be aggressive. And then, like you say, you have to be efficient, with the ball. And some of the wins that we've had, that's been part of the pleasing aspect of it, that the team is evolving and developing different ways to win. You think we went away to Manchester City, we won 5-2, but we had 28% of the ball, but we had 28% of the ball, which was dangerous possession, and I'm one that I've always looked at that aspect, and obviously it was something that I pride myself on. But as I evolve as a coach, I understand that it's not just about the possession, it's about having dangerous possession. If you look at Aston Villa against Liverpool, when they won 7-2, I think they had 30% of the ball. So it's being efficient, and that's something in the away games that we've been able to have. So be dangerous when you have it, be a threat, and of course you have to be then super organised and get that little bit of luck that you need in any game to win.
Well, what made you want to become a manager in the first place? Obviously, I know that your playing career ended prematurely, and also continue to be a manager in football, even when it's straining and difficult and you're going through the middle a little bit.
I think initially tactics was something that I loved as a young coach. And then obviously as you evolve and develop, it's putting those tactics into a more pressurised situation, which is first team management. I think I had 15 years as a young coach, learning all the aspects of coaching and all the underpinning factors that's needed within that line of work, and then moving into management, you putting those tactics, but also the management aspect of it, and of course winning. It's seeing that relationship between training and the games, and seeing if you can put that into practice and win. So, but it's something that once you've been in it, and I've now, got a number of games behind me, so I can look at it much more clear than when I first started. And of course, as a manager, you develop and you become better with experience. So I'm enjoying that aspect of it, and I'm hoping over the next 10 to 12 years I can become an even better manager with my experiences.